Hello folks, Bronco Bob here with Texas Best Used Motorcycles. Here today to show you a powerhouse of a four-wheeler. They call this a crossover. It's got a sport style suspension, but you can still use it in a utility format. So it's got a plush ride and you can deer hunt with it. It's got two keys. One key is for full power and the other is for partial power. If you got a rider and you don't want them to have all 90 horsepower at their disposal. This has a worn winch on the front, aluminum wheels, and this is the 1000R model. It has dynamic power steering, which basically it's real easy to steer when you're going slow, and then as you speed up it firms up to maintain good handling characteristics. Independent front and rear suspension. It's part of the plush ride. Aluminum wheels, they're 14-inch. I got it running, that's the fan that just kicked on. Well, it just turned off. Under the seat you can see the battery and the VIN number tag. It's got 339 miles, 45 hours of runtime. It is four-wheel drive. You can put it in two-wheel drive, and the only picks on it are just a little bit of wear and tear from riding. Like, for example, the wheels have a few scratches. There's a scuff here on this right front fender, a scuff on the right rear fender. The bumper cap is missing. It's a little plastic cap that snaps on. Walking around the back, it looks good. It's got the stock exhaust, so it hadn't been modified. It's got the hard luggage rack on the rear. They call that a UNR system. I think there's boxes and different things that tie onto it. Got a few more scuffs here on the left side and a few more on the fender. It has an LED light bar on the front. We couldn't find the button to turn it on, and then we noticed the wire wasn't connected, so somebody bolted it on. It just needs power and a ground and a switch, and you'll have a really bright LED light on top of the already bright headlights. But she runs good, plenty of power. You can read the reviews on these. As I mentioned, the power is probably way more than they need, but you can't have too much power, I guess. It's got all the books, records, receipts in here in the back. Owner's manual. There's actually the paperwork where the original owner bought it, and with the extras he got on the contract, it was like $14,000. So you're getting it for quite a bit less. Just a little bit of normal wear and tear, and that's going to happen anyway if you're out there having fun with it. Disc brakes all the way around, all four corners. In fact, let's take it for a ride. I'll hold the camera with one hand, and it's easy to steer because it's power steering. Real smooth CVT clutch engagement. And this four-wheeler really has a very plush ride. Pretty amazing, actually. I'm not going to give it a bunch of gas because I'm only holding on with one hand. And it's got the, I believe they call it downhill descent, which when you're going down a steep hill and you're in gear, you let off on the gas and it kind of produces some engine braking. This would be a really good rig to take up to Colorado, because when you get up in the high elevations, that's when you lose some of your power. So if you got 1,000 cc's on tap, you're never going to run low on power on this one. But be a good rig to go over some of those passes in Silverton, and maybe go from Silverton to Ouray. This would be a fun ride. But have a great day. This is a great four-wheeler. I'm Bronco Bob, wishing you happy trails, and hope to see you in our showroom soon.